Alister. I am co-founder of Black Bark Productions, and we do corporate events. Rising Star Awards is one of our initiatives where we've coupled up with the HCI Africa to award, recognise and develop corporate talent under the age of 40. My other business partner Laura came up with the initiative for the Rising Star Awards, which is aimed to recognise, reward and develop corporate talent between the ages of 28 and 40. Okay, we came up with this idea last year November, thinking the age gap between 28 and 40 are the individuals that are actually working the hardest and are not getting the recognition. So that's why we said, let's pull in the Rising Star Awards, let's start recognizing young talented individuals, but on a level playing field. Instead of saying let's do a BEE award or a business, a national businesswoman award, let's do a national playing field, let's see who the talented peers are, competing peers on peers. We closed nominations this year with 135 entries, well over 135, I think it was close to 200 from over 85 companies. This was done on a nomination process where you were either nominated by a manager or you nominated yourself and you got seconded. Each nomination had to be filled in twice, so it had to be done by the individual and it had to be done supported by a manager or somebody else that seconds the nomination. So it was an online entry form, just basically 24 questions that go according to our key criteria, which is positive attitude, the can-do attitude. We're looking for the people. We're looking for the people that that they're connected in the industry. They've got that can-do attitude. They do what they're meant to do on time, first time, every time. That is a rising star. It's not necessarily somebody that's already achieved things. What we're trying to do is identify the people that will achieve things and help develop them to achieve these, remarkable achievements as soon as possible, or in the quickest turning time, if I can say that. We did this with 10 business categories. Okay, so we had like the energy and chemicals, which was sponsored by Sasol. We had the mining and minerals sponsored by Goldfields. So any leader in their industry that supports corporate talent or supports the recognition and promotion of talent is allowed to sponsor. It's up to you in how involved you want to get with regards to talent. A lot of companies put forward nominations, which also supports us. Sure, they don't get their branding, but they still do get to promote their talent and recognize them on a national field. Sponsorship opportunities are open for next year. We are busy, obviously, sketching out the summit for now. This is where our main focus is to teach corporates on how to recognize their talent within their company and how to promote their talent. And that's where our focus is at the moment. But the awards will launch again. Nominations will open towards the end of the year. And same process. It has been a lot of convincing to say put forward your talent, because there is always the double-sided coin. Am I going to lose my talent? But what we don't realize is that we risk losing our talent by not recognizing them. So there was a bit of a double-sided coin that we had to iron out. We had to actually just look at the facts and say, am I going to recognize my talent and take the chance of not recognizing them and losing them to a company that does recognize their talent? Secondly, why wouldn't you want to recognize your talent in your company? So it's been a big learning curve for us with regards to nominations. I do believe next year will go a lot smoother. But with the support we have at the moment with our learning partners, with the HCI Africa, can't go wrong. In my eyes, I can't go wrong. We definitely need to bring more awareness to corporates, or basically to companies. Let's say an organization of 20,000 people. How are you going to identify your talent in a company of 20,000 people? So these are the things that we need to address, which is why our focus is on the summit. So we can teach corporates on how to identify their talents, how to recognize them, and how to identify, recognize, and then promote their talent efficiently. So that's where our focus is now with the summit. And then towards next year, we might go a bit bigger than what we have this year. But definitely, the standard will never drop. We don't actually identify sponsors as sponsors. With Black Bark Productions, we're partners. We work close with our sponsor, with our sponsor partners, our learning partners, for making this more of a program than just an award ceremony for the development of these 40 individuals. Rising Star Awards would not be what it is without them. So the SHL, big thank you to them. Big thank you to Tools of Greatness. A big thank you to LRMG Performance Agency for the online packages they've supplied us. Just in general, the thanks just keep going and going. It's amazing. Thank you to everybody for attending. This award isn't possible just with the Black Bark team, and I've seen that tonight. I have to be honest, tonight has brought a tear to my eye, and thank you for that.